Hello and welcome back. My knee. I woke up today with my knee hurting. I don't know why Pandora's crying. I gave her lots of treats. Hi, Pandora. Hello. But yeah, it's been a bit since last time I played this. Oh no, there we go. I was gonna say, did the game crash? There we go. Let me just check the recording. Okay, recording's working. There we go. I just had to turn up the volume on my end because I sound like something don't sound right. I wonder if I could get to that bit.
Welcome back, Sid.
Finish with that log so we can call it a morning. Almost done.
Again? I seen schoolboys swing harder.
Otto will want to know what happened in Costness. I expect he'll be in the mess.
Up we go.
Look, it's Sid.
Staying long this time?
As hither yon dance autumn winds atop the rotten pier. Of Sid's return the faithful sing across the blighted mere.
Have we
Could've
any
been
more
better.
knuckle pies?
Oh, sadly not. Molly used the last of the chocobo in the stew.
To maintain your chocobo, prepare a hand by drawing blood and removing both head and feet. Offal, particularly the heart and liver, should be set aside for later use. Stir into a deep bowl watered wine, preferably of the red variety. Honey, salt, pepper, nutmeg, and any other seasonal herb if you so desire. Add to the bowl and dress bird and let lay in a dark room for a single turn of the sun. What are you doing, Pandora? What are you doing? She got in the window and tried to bury the curtains with the curtains. Break the breastbone and ready your force meat thusly. Chop together the heat and the heart and liver of the chocobo and mix it with the crumbs of a salt barm and pepipo or cupo nuts soaked in boiled cream, beaten mace, and as much thyme as will lie on a gold penny, and fill the bird, but not overly so. Lard the breast with boar bacon, spit the bird, drying it as both ends, that the force meat not spill into the coals. Roast until skin is golden brown, taking care to baste regularly with drippings. I've discovered a new recipe.
Shelves are closed. Sign outside should have told you. Yeah, the sign outside should have told you.
But there's no sign.
I just sent my friend a text that basically we have we're gonna play in Pokemon Go. He has a an Arcanine in a place that hasn't been taken over in 71 days. And I have a Breloom at a place that hasn't been taken over for 2 weeks.
I don't know. Perhaps I should just have Blacksmith make me a new one.
Clive, you're back. You didn't happen to run out of potions while you're away, did you? We've a fine selection of tonics and tinctures. Oh, perhaps you'd be interested in some new gear.
Pandora got to do what Pandora does once again. Maybe I should get my poking stick up here. So I can be able to move the curtains.
Well, don't just stand there gawping.
It's already been 5 years since we left the old place. How time
I
flies.
remember it like it was yesterday.
We were all waiting to treat Sid to a hero's welcome when Kupka's lot turned up. Not that we know it was them. They just poured in like a plague of rats, cutting down anyone and everything that stood in their way. Blood and bodies everywhere there was, and a voice crying out for Sid to save us in the midst of it all. I never forget those cries, try as I might.
You're our leader now, Clive.
Promise me you won't let anything like that happen again. Promise me that came what may, Sid will save us.
We won't hear me complaining.
It's even roomier than the old one was. Got my own stores, my own little counter. And thanks to you lot fighting the good fight, plenty of demand from you wares. Looks like she lost an arm in the in what happened 5 years ago.
The only drawback.
The constant bloody racket. Oh no, she still has her arm. She's just kind of just letting it hang there. If it's not Doris and Otto barking their orders, it's Blackthorn and Berldolf's banging away day and night.
Still,
If a pain in the ear hole's the price I have to pay to be Sid, the outlaw's partner in crime, I'd say I'd got myself a bargain.
go on then.
Oh, you have elixirs. Affluent nobles, obsessed with finding the secret to eternal life, have created an unprecedented demand for this quality herbal concoction. Heretofore rarely used outside battle. As such, its asking price is bloated to so great an extent that few soldiers can actually afford it. I just wanted
find
this.
a better price than that.
Does that one have blood on it?
Probably.
If you told me you could fire a forge without a crystal or a bearer before I came here, I'd have taken you for a madman. But no, here it is. The secret's in the bellows, you know. They're Master Sid's own design. The other Master Sid.
I got ya. What, you've forgotten already? Because I haven't.
It was a right pain in the arse getting this place into shape, especially with the mess we were in. Not that it was anything new for those of us who put the old hideaway together.
Still.
That doesn't mean I intend on doing it again.
Things here ain't too bad.
I suppose. I've got a decent hammer, a decent anvil, and a apprentice that knows his hammer from his cock. Oh, and the furnace is alright and all. Thanks to old Sid's bellows, the gods only know how I keep the coal hot enough out here on the mare without them. Not with bloody crystals, that's for sure. I reckon you won't find a forge like this one anywhere else in the Twins, and I count myself lucky to work it. Thanks for keeping me on. You need anything, you give us a shout.
What do you want?
11 bolts. From heaven on high, far did his bolt fall for to deliver justice. And Pandora keeps... at least this time she fixed it.
No scratches, all right?
And that seems to be it.
That it? Fine.
Let's see what the 11 bolt looks like. Not too bad. I still think the coral sword looked better.
This plank will have to be
Nearly
replaced.
half the crates were lost.
Only half.
Have you been to the top? Oh, no. I still don't know.
What's in here? Wall of Memories. The Oath. Created the day Clive pledges allegiance to said, this crystal shard, transfixed with twin daggers, is a powerful reminder of a promise made, a friendship forged, and a legacy inherited. And is the only one we have. Oh. Goblin coin. Doesn't appear to be anything else up here. Off limits, that means you! We'll go that way after we see what's up here. Because we gotta go over there. But it looks so neat over there.
Had they bloomed at all?
Head botanist. The foundation of bounty. More bull tendrils. After accessing from the trunk, dry for 3 to 5. Turn to the sun until brittle. The touch, grind in mortar and add to warm curl milk to remedy goat melody and moon sickness. Caution recommend when harvesting as the host may grow disquiet.
Much was lost when the first hideaway fell. Colleagues and friends. Years of hard work. But we did not let that loss defeat us. And our work will not be in vain. No. The spirits of our fallen comrades live on in every leaf and limb you see here.
Book. Experimental record. Mix equal parts first-rate vineyard humus from gold bells with deadland soil of the 6 cuttings planted therein to survive to flower, only to wither and die within a senite. Even magulated with the finest imperial loam, the blighted earth is still affecting a nutritional deficiency. It might be remedied with some further source of nourishment, saltpeter or posh, or the dung of a recent chocobo. This shall be the subject of my next round of experiments. Never lived to do that.
This ton here pulls the black from the lake water and renders it clear. You'll have to ask the mid if you want to know how it works, though.
I like this little area. So what's up?
Shirley says I can't go and play until I finish my sums.
Well, then hurry up and finish them. We need 3 for curling geese.
Ah, Sid. We were just about to start our next lesson. You're welcome to join us, but be warned. I tolerate absolutely no tomfoolery.
Book of Sums. Old farmer Otto keeps both chocobos and antelopes. After 5 of his stock fell ill, he put them in his barn to rest. However, Otto woke the next morning to discover that a leg eater had found his way into the barn and devoured 3 of the limbs on one of his antelope. To make certain all remaining legs were accounted for, he did a tally and was satisfied when he counted 13. How many chocobos were in the barn? 5. Actually, it wouldn't be 5. It's actually unknown. Because he only said 5, and it's chocobos and antelopes.
Can't catch a wink with all the clamour in the hall. The atrium's quiet this time of day.
And since it never specified if he put chocobos or antelopes in there, and we do know that a leg eater ate an antelope.
Sid, what's the special occasion?
You're welcome to join us for a spell.
And he didn't even give us the number of antelopes and chocobos to begin with.
Go on. Eat up. You won't grow fat pecking at hay.
What's the matter, Sid? You look as pale as the day your predecessor slung you in the cell next to mine. Not about to have another fit, are you? Of course you aren't. You're a changed man now. We both are.
Chickens.
The lawsman says I can borrow as many books as I can carry. This was all I could carry.
Because we only know that the end result was 13, so that would have been 16 to begin with. And then again, antelopes have 4 legs. So the 3 legs could have came from one antelope.
No one works longer or harder than our Otto. You can scour the whole of Storm and Ash, and you won't find a better man.
What's in here?
Escape from the slave markets. How'd you manage that?
I had some help, but it was mostly luck. The others weren't so lucky.
Rosarian verse. Let's see. Yeah, this is from when they were singing at the banquet. Only not the banquet, on the night of when the Archduke died.
Lady Tyre is performing a delicate operation and must not be disturbed. I'll let her know you called.
I was just saying hi. Okay, so the infirmary once again is blocked. Hello. You're running with this new board is behind me, aren't you? All in good time, my fearless friend. All in good time.
I hope you don't mind, Sue. I used the linens in your chambers while you were away.
War is brewing.
News at 11. Okay. Rome had once been riven by hatred and mistrust. The Accord built bridges. Many of the areas of wide cooperation that persisted to this day. Shared currency, shared calendar, and a common system of bearer. Ownership chief among them is the epoch of making achievements. Last in the year since the Accord, signing many of those old rifts have reopened. It is for us to follow in the steps of our forebears and wholeheartedly endeavor to usher the new age. Yeah, we're missing someone. Did I also take the name of Moss as well? Because we're missing our old friend, the guy who's following in Moss's footsteps. What, did we get a new appearance? No. Oh, it's probably for this. And that's when we talk to Otto, he'll appear. He'll come out of the walls.
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
All operations are suspended until further notice.
Yes, Captain.
I'll let the others know.
Have you finished sorting over?
I'd trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here? Long though Sambrecht's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the Crystalline Dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's Head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was, adequate.
He
I
lives!
suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Old Tome lives!
Clive, is everything all right?
How does it saying hi?
I am a tinker by trade, but I've always been fascinated with the art of healing. If only there were a salve to mend a broken engine.
Duct tape. Or glue, I guess, technically. The Sins, Illustration, History of the 12, Volume 4, Tales of the Founder, Morty off. Mithril. Mithril is a material of both passing hardiness and luster, and it's the two qualities which is valued by weapon and armor smiths for the realm. However, there is a third quality of the mithril that sets it apart from the steel shell. It's durance. While even the faintest steel may be melted by dragon's fire, becoming brittle in frigid climes, or turned to rust in not regular oiled, mithril is once made eternally unchanging. In this volume I will explain how one might go about making, shaping and employing mithril in one's work.
Old Tome said the hideaway is built inside an airship. Said it was called the Invincible.
Someone's treasure, Simonian Treasury of Knowledge, Volume E11th. Ye seas which ride about ye land, the adversarial on all sides doth churn most fiercely, and devourly, and deadly creatures. Among those are beasts more prodigious in size than in tarry islands, yet customarily as placable as ye fairy doldrums. Yet when ye do awaken, towering waves are driven forth, like in prepared again ye great mountain deeds. Ye people of ye outer seas, in which there's traitors dwell, doth live in greater terror of ye writhing isles, as certain chronicles make record of their being known.
Norseman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
On Gods and Men, a heavy leather-bound tome containing the findings of one Anaximander of Canver, a renowned theologian, who spent most of his life chronicling diverse religious histories.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same, but alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head, but without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kubo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
My knowledge is yours. I still remember.
The day I first met Tet and Crow, chasing their father around the hideaway one moment, clinging to their mother, Kurtul, the next. The twins' love for their parents was something to behold, so fierce and pure. When they passed, I feared the void they left in the children's lives could never be filled. They either spoke nor smiled for years, hiding themselves away here in the shelves to bury their sorrow in the leaves of these tomes.
And thank goodness they did.
For I believe the stories proved a welcome distraction. As over time their pain faded, and now they laugh and frolic as they once did, if not with more vigor. They remind us that no matter how deep our wounds, we all have the capacity to heal, and that happiness lost may be found again.
It has been difficult, certainly.
When Titan visited his wrath upon us on that dreadful night, we lost much. He robbed us not only of our home and our loved ones, but of that which Sid fought fiercely to preserve, our hope. Hope that we might never be found again, had you not taken his name and became our light in the darkness.
Had you not let us hear?
to Benamir and the Invincible, or among the ghosts of the fallen, our journey can continue. Here in the belly of a Leviathan, untouched by the passing of 1,000 years, does our hope burn brighter than ever. And here may it burn for 1,000 more.
Look around you.
Oh, it's a far cry from the Imperial Library and Oriflamme. And 5 years short, we have amassed more volumes than most men or women might hope to see in their lifetimes. No longer are the tales they contain hidden away from all but the privileged. We have liberated them, that they may fill the minds of all who hunger for knowledge.
Still,
there's much more out there, and as long as I draw breath, I shall continue to gather what I can.
Why?
One day, a chronicler of your own adventure might even grace these shelves, or failing that, the floor.
I have a few new notes that might interest you. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Okay, this is the one I'm interested in. Vivian Ninetails, a scholar and strategist who makes her home in the Hideaway, analyzing every shred of information that comes from the wider world in order to divine the dispositions of the realm's armies and those who led them. She offers her insight to Clive that he might better understand the lay of the land. The moniker Ninetails, of which she herself is fond, was gifted her by her fellow scholars in recognition of her ability to speak at length on any subject. Almost any subject. Okay. Yeah, Ramuh, the Warden of Thunder, whose power waking within Motes of Thunder, a tribe who once dwelled in lands Ashlands that the kingdom of what now lay claim to. Mayhap it's part due to the tribe's considerably advanced learning. Ramuh is associated with wisdom and judgment to this day. So we gain the Hidden Truths one. Suddenly drawn to the destruction of the heart of Drake's Head, Ultima emerged from a terror in reality, wearing the skin of Typhon, a withered and wizened colossus, and drew Clive into a space between worlds, wherein the ethereal entity might test his worth as a vessel. Raptors, though still widely believed by the common folk to be descendants of dragons, on account of their leathery wings, meagerness of plumage, and distinct ability to spit fire, learned scholars have long since concluded that these reptilian creatures are none other than birds of prey, which over countless centuries of hunting creatures on the ground have suddenly lost their capacity for flight. I mean, they do have beaks. Toothed beaks, but beaks nonetheless. Vultures, optimistic. Avians that, like many other predatory birds, prefer to stealthy swoop down on foes from above and skewer them with their razor-sharp beaks. Though they have that to primarily feed on carrion, traveling in large flocks in search of the dead and dying. It's not common for vultures to attack living prey when times are lean. If you happen to hear their eerily human-like caws, squawks, and wobbles, it's best to find cover quickly. Their chest looks weird. Panthers, archipel predators known best for their brilliant spotted coats and a proclivity to live lives of solitude. As in the case with most felines, the animal are severely strong-willed, and efforts by the Republican Army to harness their inborn speed and ferocity for use on the battlefield has been met with varying degrees of success.
You are always welcome, Clive.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a Stolas. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
Never.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Well, we got someone else to go see first. Because I don't know what she does.
And how may I assist you today? My beloved homeland.
The crossroad of Valencia, where one only has to stroll the streets to hear news from every far-flung corner of the realm. Its weather crystal yields more shards than any other, and its land even now remains untouched by the blight. It is a blessed country indeed.
Or at least, it was.
Until Sambreek elected to invade and establish a new holy capital upon twin sides, heretofore neutral shores. It pains me to see that the land I love so changed, and even more to know that I did not predict it. I knew that Emperor Sylvester had designs on the domain, but to abandon Oriflame, the seat of the Holy Empire since its inception, seemed too audacious a move even for him.
I admit.
When I took up my professor's bonnet and began teaching at the University of Conver, I did not think for a moment that I would one day count Sid the Outlaw among my pupils. Nor did I imagine that my fellow educators would have designs on my life, and we both know how that ended. Has it been a year already? Such is the peril of an overly inquisitive mind, I suppose. One is wont to uncover that which others would go to great lengths to ensure remained hidden. Were it not for you and our mutual friend having come to the rescue, my curiosity would have proven fatal. But instead, I was not only saved, but granted a new lease of life as a personal tutor to a band of outlaws, no less.
A far more reputable fellowship.
Anything in the academia world, I assure you.
One would think.
My role was abundantly clear by now. I offer you and yours the guidance, light of knowledge, that of matters military and political, both present and past, that is might illuminate your way ahead. For it is only by understanding where it has come before that one might steer one's way towards a brighter future. Your role, meanwhile, is to ensure that I remain furnished with as much information on the state of the realm as your people can muster, in order that I might continue to praise the disputes of the great nations and those who rule them. And of course, to pay attention during my lectures. It would not do to appoint the Sword Ninetales as your tutor, only to disregard her expert advice.
Allow me to educate you.
By speaking with Vivian in the hideaway map room, Clive can view the state of the realm and learn more about the current going-ons. Revisit any of the Ninetales' past lessons, or take a deeper look at the relationships of those individuals and Clive's orbit.
I have the details here.
Here you can view a detailed visualization of character relationship in Final Fantasy XVI, and update as you progress through the main scenario. Use LB and right B to cycle through pivotal milestones in Clive's adventure. Inner Voice, an all new feature, is now accessible by pressing this button while viewing the Grand Coast. And Inner Voice affords you a window in both Clive's heart and the hearts of those who has encountered on his journey. After opening the feature, select a new character to hear their innermost thoughts on the other members of the cast. I must make Father proud. Part of the family, my best friend, my one and only brother. There is no greater man. She doesn't love me. My faithful steed, a reliable old hand, a trusty young blood. My trusty tutor. I don't want to disappoint him. She can be scary, but it's only because she loves me. She's warm when you hold her. He's very strong. He's so funny. She always makes me feel better. I know I can always count on him. I'm ready to ride. He smells like garlic. He treats his birds well. Don't be afraid, you can stroke my feathers. How about a lap of the capital? I worry I'll step on him. She says I'm very pretty. Happy Yip. She smells like flowers. He plays with me and I like him. I will protect you. He's rescued me. I will play with her. My husband for better or worse. An unrefined boar. My beloved son. A failure. A flea-bitten mongrel. An ungrateful wrench. I know I can count on him. I don't think she likes me. Rather haughty for my liking. I would gladly lay down my life. I will not let you down. He saved my life with the finest shield in the realm. Who is a lovely boy then? A princess and not in name. And not only in name. No. Unknown. Unavailable. We know who he is. My brother's killer. Deceased. Something bad is happening. Stay strong, Clive. He was a bird too? Where did he go? No. He's gone. They hurt him. Where did she go? Presumed deceased. I think the bird's still alive. They'll die before I do. Have you forgotten who we are? I'll have your head. Presumed deceased. Hello again. She must be very tired. My friend and hunting partner. He barks a lot. She gives me treats. A big puppy. He smells like the ale barrels. She gives me baths. He hides Kupo nuts for me to find. Sooner die than expose my master. As long as I live, none shall hurt you. I will not let you have him. We make a strong pack. She must be very tired. He has a good nose. My friend and hunting partner. He smells like grapes. Don't hurt my master. Okay, so nothing changed here. Her house smells tasty. She smells nice. She went underground. Where did she keep all her flowers? Mysterious being. He was there, it was an illusion. So the man I saw at Phoenix Gate was not a man. Joshua saved us. You saw him, didn't you, boy? Damn it all. Oh, Tama. Now shall we become one? Not but an inconvenience. Disobedient child. He's fallen asleep. He saved us. She's stronger than I remember. Leave my friend alone. And now we're at Sid the Second. We will meet again. He's a very bad man. He barks a lot. He's one of Sid's old pack. She scratches my nose. She rides on my back. He strokes my fur. Sometimes he howls back to me. Medicine girl. I've sold hardly anything today. Safe travels, my lady.
One must understand one's place in the world.
Here you can view a detailed overview of current and past events related to Clive's story that updates as you progress through the main story. Okay. Knight of Flame. Okay.
The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
I just spent the last hour basically doing nothing. I'm glad I decided to do this, as its own little thing was to explore the hideaway.
Once the hall's swept, it's over to the Tavern Crown for me.
Hi, Jill.
Otto was here earlier with a letter from Gav. He left it on your desk.
Reports, letters, and other things addressed to Clive are delivered to here. New messages are arriving, so make it a point to check upon the desk. The Republic's play. The Republican army marches on the Empire at Twin Side, and the men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing. I reckon I'll see you done to wear upon my return.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance. The one we've been waiting for.
Taking down the Earth Crystal?
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals. To Cid.
Why are you zoomed in into the land that's covered in blight? Oh, that's why. Meanwhile, Joshua, the Northern Territories.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
The Gathering Storm.
What would make Martha leave the rest?
And with that, I'll call that an episode. Because for the past hour, I've just done nothing but read and going around talking to people. So I'll see you all in the next.